So it could be about a person, it could be about an organization, somewhere around here, around where you live, around your life. It could be about an idea. Sometimes, there might be two people involved and you want to get some close-ups of people listening. Like, I'm doing an interview with you and sometimes...
Currently, we are having a very interesting lecture, training by one of the greatest trainers I've known in the land, Steve Clark. He's from New York. And the training is on documentary filmmaking.
How do you prepare for an interview? How would you prepare for your first interview? My name is Steve Clark. I'm from New York, both New York City and New York State. And I am here teaching documentary filmmaking short course workshops with my organization, Bentmarble.
I met Steve Clark personally when I had gone to act in a certain very short film or a commercial which was being done by a friend of mine. He's also called Steve. And on that set, he was there actually, and he was observing, and he was actually impressed. And like every sound-minded person, I approached him and talked to him and tried to create a rapport. I realized that Steve is a professional trainer. He's also a professional sound designer, sound recordist, and a professional documentarist. And being that I'm the principal of the Mediavision Academy, we wanted to partner with people who can impart skills to students here at the Academy. So when I talked to him about that arrangement, Steve said it is something he can do, and that's how we met and came to organize this workshop.
We demand that they come over and join us.
I'm doing these workshops because for me it's kind of like my dream job, and in a sense I kind of created my dream job. I was working as a freelancer in video production, mostly on documentaries in New York for about 10 years, and then one day I really badly broke my foot. I broke a few bones. And while I was unable to work for maybe like 6 months, during that time I was thinking about what else I might like to do. And I had actually been thinking for a long time about trying to travel and teach. And so after that big event, I decided to change my life and change my career and dedicate myself full-time to traveling to different countries and teaching these workshops. The name Bentmarble came from this notion that when I was a child, they said that the Earth looked like a big blue marble from outer space. And so I guess my idea with Bentmarble is I feel that every one of us kind of bends our own world, or we bend our own marble in some way, like through the lens of our perception. Probably the biggest inspiration for Bentmarble was my own mom. When I was a kid, and when my older brother Bill was also a kid, my mom, who's an educator, along with some of her educator friends, started this summer camp. It was like an arts and sciences summer camp called Quest Camp. And we loved it. It was a place for kids to do creative, artistic, and even somewhat scientific projects, during the summer. And when my brother was old enough, he became a counselor. When I was old enough, so did I. When my brother was old enough, he became a teacher in this camp. And when I was old enough, so did I. So we literally grew up, our entire childhood and even early adulthood at this camp. And it had been a dream of mine for a long time to try to do something similar. It's just, maybe 10, 15 years ago, when I first had the idea, I didn't have the skill set yet. But after going to graduate school and working for a decade, and with a lot of talented filmmakers and media professionals, I feel like, I finally know enough, to have something to offer and teach. But Bentmarble, it kind of came from my mom.
These kind of workshops are arranged every year, and we partner with other organizations. For example, recently we partnered with the Uganda Communications Commission during the Uganda Film Festival, where we trained over 47 participants in different skills. But remember, this is an institute. We have training programs. We have a full full-time courses, we have short-time courses, and the training is ongoing, you know. So a participant or someone who wants to come and learn something can just come into the institute and enroll for the program they want any time of the year. So the training is ongoing, but we can still arrange these workshops that are similar to the one that Steve is handling every year. I honestly want to thank Steve Clark for his efforts he has put in collaboration with Bentmarble Productions for enabling this training to take place.
Enrolling in Steve's classes, I've learned so many, like using the available technology you have, like using a smartphone to record video and using an earphone to get better audio. So I've been able to handle my personal projects as me without using the expensive and most sophisticated instruments in filmmaking.